You ready to start fighting for real?
Son, we've become so transcendent that we can, like, support our own body weight with just our Cossacks. So that's what it means to truly achieve the path of the dragon. Alright. Now that we're back here, I like how, like, the cutscene that took us to the DLC seemed to imply that that crazy guy at the cleansing church, like, tricked us into getting sucked into the world, but we could just warp out with a bonfire. It's kind of like when Patches traps you somewhere. You're like, you know I come back when I die, right?
Oh.
You know I return by death, and Patches is like, I don't watch any anime. Do I look like a weeb? Okay, well, we don't... All of this Titanite we have, like, literally no use for, so there's no reason not to sell it. It feels weird vendoring Titanite like this, to the point that I can't even bring myself to vendor the Titanite slabs. Like, it's some innate part of my brain won't let. It's like selling a Mega Elixir in a Final Fantasy game, which they usually sell for 1 gil, because the game developers are like, don't sell those, idiot. God. What else did we pick up while we were being sport fucked in the woods? Not a particularly well-reviewed Goosebumps book, I'll admit. It's kind of like how with these rings, I'm such a ring hoarder that I hate to, you know, we could to be responsible. I like to think it's what that man's ghost was doing. We could actually go to our bottomless box and store some of this stuff. And that way it's not in our inventory. It's how you become a proper hoarder. So let's see, what are we never going to wear? We're not going to need Int. We're not going to attune spells. We're not going to cast sorceries. We're not going to cast pyromancies. We're not going to really cast pyromancies. No miracles. We don't need... The shortest cast time for a spell is the spell you never cast. Everything's about spells. Okay, here we go. The good rings, finally. Son. It's like when you get the Sears Wish Book as a kid, that I assume all of you did, because I assume all of you were born in the 1980s, and you had to get past all the fucking gun cabinets and lingerie to get to the good shit, aka the video games. It was hard to pick out an NES game based on a tiny screenshot, boys. Now these clutch rings, you know, I'm not going to use those unless we do some weird gimmicky build all of a sudden out of nowhere. I haven't found the blue or the red tearstone ring. I don't remember where it is. How curious. Don't forget we've got these in case we decide that we're real bad at the game. Also, why the cat ring got to be all the way at the bottom? Son, that ain't right. I mean, a blue sip should get us to full, even if we're empty, with how small our FP bar is. It's the one flaw we have. It's the one thing you can burn Nightly on, is the size of his FP bar. So that's the one way you could try to humble him. I don't really see a need to do anything with this shit, because we'll just pick up more of it, even if we try to get rid of it all. And I like having these in my inventory because they're pretty. And, you know, we could respec our sword if we wanted to. God, gee whiz, I like having options. What are you doing? You look like some sort of magic caster. It's a good thing your ghost disappeared, or I'd have smoked the shit out of it. Okay. Once again, how do you crowd die in here? Okay, you went running. That man died for a reason. That man was trying to hollow, I guess. How many levels can you give me, sweetheart? Remember we found eyeballs in the Dark Firelink Shrine and gave them to her? It changes what ending we can get. You're like, then I guess it doesn't matter, because this playthrough's never gonna fucking end. I'm like, well, you always got to say something shitty like that. Okay, if we were to gain roughly 6,240 souls, we could gain another level.
Mayst thou thy peace discover.
What is this weird ye old Gaelic AOL speak, son? Speak knight. Speak Christian. Okay, what are we gonna sell? To get those souls that we need. Some of this shit. Oh, it hurts. I need to sell them, but it hurts so bad. I'm such a fucking virtual hoarder. I can't stand it. It's eating me up. I don't know if I have anything. We just won't gain another level right now. How's that sound, kids? How's our sundries holding up? We got 46 of them in the box. 40 of them. It's not bad, I guess. As far as our good shit goes, good shit supplies are holding up. They'll get us completely through the winter. In fact, we need to switch this back. Son, we need to make lightning our primary good shit, son. Like Square Enix did for a very long stretch of the 2000s. God damn them. Alright, it's not a Tenfey video unless I've bitched about Minor Square Enix at least once. So, you know where we're getting. What am I buying from you? Keep them knives up. Son, good hustle out there with them knives. You gotta buy them in like pleasant amounts like that. And 40, you know, would go into that much. See, we're having a good time. Make it right. This is the equivalent of in Resident Evil 4, like getting your attaché case just right. What if I went over here and learned a pyromancy, boys? I'd be kicked out of Night School. There's a joke in there somewhere about Night School, but I can't quite work it out. Alright, I guess we'll go back to adventuring in the frozen lands. God, gee whiz. I just want to stay here and drink hot cocoa. Son. With my waifu, of course. Alright, the painted world. What do we know about this place? There's monstrosities. Most foul. Sometimes there's angry Nords and Nordic Wolf. Nordic Wolf XX69's out there in the woods, son. You got to be careful because he'll notice your flaming longsword and be like, oh, what's this? And then he's going to come a pouncing. Okay. Alienated the audience a lot quicker than usual this time, son. I love swath cutting boxes and fucking carts. That cart thinks he's hot fucking shit until, ha! Oh no! He was so frightened by the thought of swath cutter that it destroyed him. Look at this great vignette, like lighting we're getting on ourselves all of a sudden. I just noticed the buildings are like gooey Silent Hill buildings that have like innards. Or maybe like Stranger Things. Ha ha. Oh, that's right. I put this thing on. So far, I haven't gotten bodied too bad, considering how big my fucking health meter is. What level do they expect you to be when you come out here, anyway? Miyazaki's like, not fucking 98, cheating a bastard. How am I supposed to bounce? Okay, I bet we can get that wagon with a swath cutter. Never fucking saw it coming. Well, you want a swath cutter too, buddy. Sometimes you gotta follow a swath cutter up with a poke. Ooh. And just kick boxes. Okay. Up on the rooftop. Get down from there. I'm like Tim Allen in a Santa Claus. Oh, I didn't realize you fucking things went to Magic Skull, son. What house are you in? Slytherin, of course. You think there's been one person in Slytherin that wasn't a huge shitheel? I guess it's convenient that they, like, made an entire house just to put all the shitty kids in, so you wouldn't, you know... You would, you know, if you had one in your class, you're like, well, it's Slytherin. I already know he's going to be a huge shitheel. Unless you're Snape. And then you're a huge contrarian. Son, there ain't nothing that Snape won't argue with you on to be a contrarian over, son. Well, all these doors are fucking locked. There's just so many of y'all. I'd say entirely too many, and it's my nightly duty to remedy that. Ho-ho, ha-ha, here comes that boy, swinging that lightning sword, filled with joy. Filled with joy, as they say in the nightly theme song. You'd think a lightning stab would be enough. What are you, the defender of these fucking things? Am I secretly the bad guy? Is this Spec Ops the Souls sign? I'm killing this and then I'm killing you. In that fucking order. Oh no, please don't use your kunai at me. Senpai. You'll make my hips start moving all on their own. Mine longsword is slashing on its own, Oni-chan. Plunging attack! I got cheated. Cheated, very, like, incredibly cheated. Sip, 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 sip. Swath cutter! Oh, I thought I'd get him. A plunging dragon, a two-handed plunge dragon will put him in his place. Ha ha! Oh no, we had ye old anime moment. Ho ho! The plunging dragon has no effect on him. He knows that technique well. I got an accidental backstab, like I wasn't even going for it. I 360 backstabbed him. Did I find a secret item while I was being good at the game? Simple gem. Boys, you never go full simple gem. Unless you're one of them magic knights. Ugh. Ugh. They have their own table in the corner of the lunchroom where nobody goes. You know if you go over by the magic knights table, they're gonna be playing a collectible card game. Could you imagine? What losers. They should be sitting around talking about, God, I don't even know what the quote-unquote popular kids would be into these days. Fortnite? They're just over there doing mashed potato dances and shit. I've just now realized that you crowd might qualify as bloodborne nonsense. Symptoms include pissing me the fuck off by having too many goddamn actions. If bloodborne monstrosities persist for more than 4 hours, consult a doctor. If you want to make your game more like Bloodborne, stop. Get help. McDonald's. Biggest Mac. Get small fry. It's everyone's favorite part of the Tenfey video where he just steals quote-unquote jokes from JonTron. Okay. Have we done good? I realize we almost bled. Okay, I vaguely remember where we're at now. We haven't really made much progress, but we did kill a lot of crowd. And when you're a ye old knight of the crusade variety, crusader, maybe that's knightly's like hero class he advances to. I'm sorry I walked past your door, my god, you put up a sign that says like you're a sovereign citizen and I'll know not to walk over here. Oh no, I'll also cast a spell. Ha ha! Firebolt! 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 I'm a ye old larper. Firebolt! We did it! Now my mom shall take us to the Chick-fil-A in her minivan. Most honorable. Well, what's in this fucking place that you crowd were defended for all your life? Is this like, frankly, somewhat advanced looking stepladder? Although OSHA would never fucking approve that thing. Now, what do you do if people take an item from you? Is there something in that barrel? What if Laurentus from Dark Souls 1 was in that barrel? I'd feel terrible. Wow, that sure was a good item. Yes, sir. A single fucking ember. I've only got 22 of them. I'm going to build a coffee table out of them. What's up, buddy? Come here to me. Let there be lift. That's true. That's where I fell down when I was fighting that fucking Naruto man. Boys, if only Game Maker's Toolkit was here to make a flowchart for me so I know where the hell I was and what I was doing. Yeah, you didn't think I noticed you, did you? Boys, why would you want to go on living if you look like that? Remember, these are Nightly's opinions. Hey. Yeah, you'd look like something I really want to be near. My God! I didn't expect... You know what? That had the exact same energy as that time during Tenfey Resident Evil Remake HD Remaster, where I walked out of a door while in mid-sentence talking to Levi, and I aimed Jill's Samurai Edge Beretta and yelled, "Fuck you," and got an immediate critical headshot. Boys, I'm beating off fucking bird monstrosities with both hands. We could take a ye old shortcut. Maybe I will try jumping. Ye old mind your own fucking business. Did we do it? Can we finally get to the best item in the game? Hey. I can't believe I didn't notice you and that you did such a bad job of killing me. Have you seen Pulp Fiction? It's the second standard issue night in a row that I've referenced Quentin Tarantino. I haven't watched one of his movies since the second Kill Bill. Ha ha! The goods, the spoils, crow quills. That's probably real cool if you, weren't sworn to fealty and having to use a longsword. Having sworn fealty, do I have to just use a longsword? I think that's roughly Steiner's character quote in Final Fantasy IX. I remember you. You interrupted an anecdote. I don't even remember what it was about. The Princess Bride. When that crowd jumps off that balcony at the end of the movie and lands on them horses, and then they just ride off. Andre the Giant should have just picked them all up and thrown them to another country. Is that what they did? Did they just like go to another country and like live a humble life? Because I assume if they stayed anywhere in that kingdom, that prince was going to be like, "I'm super fucking salty. Get them." Ooh, and then he'd suck on his thumb. Because spoilers, I'm just imagining Prince John from Disney's Robin Hood. Hope. Alright. Weren't they making another Disney's Robin Hood? Nobody consulted me. Look, it's so easy. You already have the character models. You just take the Zootopia character models and you fucking drag and drop a little tunic and a little hat on Nick Wilde. There's Robin Hood, boys. Don't put pants on him. It ruins it. Okay, let's see. We've made our way back here again, but we're richer and wiser in lore. Oh, I never looked at those crow quills. They made me think of Eileen, the crow from Bloodborne. I see. Sister Fried? We'll just say Freed. I'm sure it's like Scandinavian. Norse. There's only one Norse first name that starts with an FR that I give a shit about. Who I could pick little people, son. Are you beating off in your fungus bed, son? Are you getting a high score? Have I killed all this crowd or are they going to get up? I don't remember. Was I here earlier? Is this my handiwork? Or did Gray Fox and Metal Gear Solid 1 come through here? Gargle noises alert me to foes most foul. Yep, there they are. Why do you have to have like a colostomy bag hanging off of you? Ugh. It's genuinely unpleasant. This must be the most unpleasant Dark Souls area just based on the enemies. Like even Blighttown, those crowd isn't as disgusting. Now this Gargle boy doesn't expect Knightley to be on the rooftop. Slick as glass. Hopefully there's a nunnery down there that he can get his ass to, voice. Smoked indeed. Up on the rooftop, smoked. Here comes Knightley, jacked up on coke. Feel free to demonetize the video now. Look, there's some kind of year-old like Coliseum. Isn't that something? I must be coming from inside the house, from under the floorboards, from under the roof tiles. The horrible gurgling of his colostomy sack tear up the floorboards. I guess you can't make that cool roll. We'll have to make the best of it. Well, they must expect me to come from a different direction because they were not prepared to improvise right there. They just stayed on script. It turns out falling off of there, it's like when a character in a comedy movie does something that the other characters considers brilliant by being quite the fool. Despair. You're just letting me know that guy was in there. I appreciate it. You crowd love to fall off of roofs on the people, so maybe I should be looking up. I've heard that the hardest thing for a game developer to do is to get the players to consistently check above them. Usually I had to put some kind of indicator. Or maybe they're just making video games for dogs who spoilers can't look up. It's true. I almost made it past your hateful spew. Your hateful bile. Son. God, and then you have to drop a terrible item too. I feel like we're not doing too bad. And remember, we've got that ring, the get good ring on, so we're taking more damage. Son, nothing impresses ladies like taking additional damage. Can you be killed in one Rising Dragon? Rising Dragon. You can. How about your friend? Rising Dragon goes through magic. It cuts through magic, son. It's like Dawn dish detergent. I was combining dish soap and detergent. Once again, I think I said this in an earlier Tenfey video, but when you accidentally combine words like that, it means you're too smart. Son, it's the lie that we all tell ourselves. Yep. Son, ye old now, why weren't my fire bombs restored when I... Oh, because I've thrown several. I haven't sat at a bonfire in 100 fucking years. Alright. Ye old Kobe! Son, the ghost of Kobe Bryant is always so good to us. God rest his soul. Well, somebody's going to be a fucking huge shitheel and throw seeking fucking magic darts, magic missiles. They're attacking the darkness. I want to see what happened to that guy right there, but I'm in the middle of a precarious predicament. I guess we could watch him while we dodge. Alright. Oh, never mind. He's another one with that fucking meme hat on. Man. I wish I had a cool TF2 spray for right here. And by cool, I mean super hot TF2 spray. Son. Hot lady backstab. My friend Garrett taught me the ways of hot lady backstab. Hey, I saw you through the wall earlier. Oh no, I'm sorry I stabbed your best friend. But maybe you shouldn't have been in a fucking coma. And guess what? You're wagging. Swath cut. Ooh. So satisfying to swath cut. You should get like a bonus at the end if you how many swath cutters you do. If I could possibly count it, I'd include it in the post-credit score screen that I love to put in my standard issue videos. When was the last time a standard issue playthrough actually finished? I mean, other than this one, obviously, because it's going to. Oh, I remember why I hated this place. It's because you fucking crowd were up here. I was climbing up that ladder and I was like, man, I'm having a good time. What was I so mad about? And then, oh yeah. Well. well. They think they're big fucking heroes up there. Okay, we're finally above where that man is mumbling in the kitchen. And there's where that guy's always in the corner, and I'm like, I guess you can fall up from up there. This is the up there. Okay, and so this is going to let us deal with our magical foes. If we walk most stealthily, we can't namble and pamble about like certain horror action heroes from concurrent Tenfey playthroughs. But we can do this, right? No, he knew! He was stream sniping us. Throw a knife. I'm the hero. Fucking Miyazaki's edge of shit. Take another throwing knife. Call me in the morning. Doll face. Hey. What's up? I just wanted to get a good guy full of him before I obliterated him. I had to let him get one last little nick in on me, didn't I? More crow weapons, son. And a dung pie, of course. You always get one dung pie. Okay. Have we explored everything we want to in this little region here? Have we been down there? I don't think we have. Hoo-hoo. I expected that thing to fucking collapse. Look, we took the cool guy way across. That links us back to this house. Okay. So yeah. We took a nice little scenic tour route through the area. Now there's a guy over there that needs a hasty murdering. And I'm just a knight to do it. Remember, kids, when you're a knight, it's not murder. It's righteous vengeance. The gurglings can persist. Oh, that's right. I need to get inside these houses and unlock these doors so that I might kill the occupants. I did a real good job landing. Is one of you fucking alive? I keep thinking. Let's see what happened to this dumb asshole. Boys, he was two-handed. What kind of sword you got? That's somewhat honorable. Well, I just slid off that. Now, didn't I fall down there earlier? I was like, here's... Oh, no, I went to do that and something distracted me. As usual. I just described 50% of all Tenfey playthroughs. I used to think these upgrade materials were cool until they started showing up everywhere. So I'm talking about inflation. Alright. Okay. Enough fun and games. Laughs being shared. I like to share a good laugh just like everybody else. But sometimes you just got to buckle down and be good at the game. For the sake of your YouTube audience. Ooh. Don't roll. Dumb shit. I let go of the control stick so he wouldn't roll. And he decided to float in midair instead to spite me. There we go. Now where's that one man we saw that still lives? Which is direct opposition to Knightley's moral code. Oh, that's right. This is where we fell like a sack of fucking potatoes. Peeling potatoes, if you need the specific type. Should have said sweet potatoes, son. North Carolina's like the #1 producer of sweet potatoes in the United States. You're like, okay, nobody likes sweet potatoes. I'm like, yeah, well, nobody likes your face either, idiot. Thanks, vaguely onion armored spike man. Always depend on you. Always give corpses a good poking. Okay, I know you're up there. So I'm going to do this. And I'm going to throw one of these. And you're just going to have to fucking deal with it. Look how fucking pissed that thing is. Come over here and do some of your bloodborne nonsense. Yep. Boys, Miyazaki. Devil May Cry, huh? You're not jealous of it or anything, are you? You're not jealous of Kamiya Senpai. He persisted. I have to defeat him. Here and now. I'll never get another chance like this. Luckily his AI broke. Oh no, he dropped a good item. We'll have to fall down there later. Hello? Does anybody in here want to hurt me? I have a Hathaway song you need to listen to first. Let's become cat ring men. Boom. That puts me here, which is somewhere I've already been. Wow. Great shortcut, Miyazaki, son. This is why everybody on the internet thinks you're real cool. Yes, sir. There he is. The man. The myth, the legend. Oh, that's right. I've already clicked on your thing and already ran it and raved about it in a fashion most lunatic in nature. Ooh, he wouldn't expect a namely-pambly knight such as myself to come traipsing down here, fucking handing out shield busters like Tic Tacs. What kind of Tic Tacs, kids? Orange. Well, you just had... He like fucking shinobi'd up here and cut him down. I don't think there should be fences. That's why Wilson is my #1 enemy. Okay, so we've been in some of these houses, but how do we get in the other ones? I want to open locked doors. I want to pretend I'm playing Resident Evil. Okay, there's one right there that we completely missed when we were dealing with that fucking crowd. Oop. Okay. Cool. Anyone down there? Probably. We'll just have to deal with them as they come. Fuck this table. Nobody's studying on my watch. You'll have to tell your teacher that Night League destroyed our only table, and I couldn't do my arithmetic. How will I destroy that shelf, though? A swath cutter might reach it. Oh. A plunging dragon, man. Well, just had to throw a bomb at it. It's the only way. I guess it's invincible. Good job, Miyazaki. You win this round. Making me quite the fool. Alright, what was the other door we wanted to unlock? That one. So, we need to get up there again. A lot of needless backtracking in this episode. I saw you fucking move. Were you ragdolling as the area loaded? Was it the wind? The wind to go? It's probably not the intended way to get up there, but it's the way I like to do it. Because it makes me real cool. And you're like, you have to begrudgingly admit, you're like, I guess when Tenfey's being real cool, I'll acknowledge it. Boys, I used to just jump right up there like it was fucking nothing. I miss those days. Fine, I'll go around and climb up a ladder. Mom. Where was the damn ladder anyway? It was way over here, wasn't it? Taking the intended path like a chump, boys. It is rather peaceful here, though. It's always peaceful when it's snowing. You're like, that's not true at all. I'm like, well, you know, maybe. Depends on what part of the snowy country you're from, you know. Some of my best friends have violent snows. Does anyone see the fucking door to this place, by the way? No, don't fall down there, Vin. My God. I know there's something in there because I hear all kinds of god-awful noises. How about this? Oh, wait, that's the locked door, isn't it? Now, we can't be expected to continue our ye old adventures if we don't know how to get into that one house, son. How are we ever going to prove our knightly chops if we can't solve a little bit of, what's the word I'm looking for? Level design. Puzzle? Question mark? Okay. So we just fall down from up here. Hey, idiots, didn't expect me to be in your house, did you? You thought I would never figure it out. You even had a little ambush set up for me. God, ain't you all fucking cute. Why don't you two hang out together? So I ain't got to throw so many... Oh, throw all my firebombs. I guess I'll cut you to death then. Congratulations. Got a face full of fucking poison vomit. I knew I should have wore one of them dentist masks. The Slave Knight. Well, that's the set the guy at the church was wearing. The guy that brought us here. The guy that got us into this fucking mess. Alright, we're finally done with this little section. And can continue on. Can you believe it? Alright, we already watched your bloodstain. Does not open from this side. Story of my fucking life. I need a zombies ate my neighbor's bazooka to blow my way through there. That has to be that kind of bazooka specifically. So is that their way of telling me that I need to go over that bridge? Alright. Back to the ye old adventure. You thought we had escaped. Every time I thought I escaped this little collection of houses and cliffs, they pull me back in. Alright, so we want to be in that house going up that fucking thing. Got it. Got it. Crystal clear, boys. Oh yeah, that's all happened because of that one fucking ninja man. Did the item he dropped disappear? Or did we pick it up? Oh yeah, we picked it up when we looped back around. That's what that item was. I didn't even realize. You know at least one of these fucking things is going to get up when we don't want it to. If we don't stab all of them. It's like the Goblin Slayer in that one episode where like they made all the goblins fucking pass out with a drunk spell. And then he just went around methodically stabbing all of them in the chest. And the elf chick was like, my god. This guy don't get paid enough. I think I'll continue being tsundere towards him. It's the only way you want the elf archer from Goblin Slayer to treat you. If she came up to you acting all nice, you'd be like, who the hell is this? Where's my tsundere elf? I just want to make sure none of these have a secret good thing on them. Well, look at you down there, just fucking prim and proper poised. I wonder if... Do I have... I thought I had some kind of poison throwing knives. And I may have, or they may not exist in this game. I honestly don't know. I wonder if we could hit him with enough Kukiri to bleed him. Like Batman v Superman. Don't fall in there, Vin. My god. He tried to use the camera lock on to make me fall down in there. That crowd's not happy that I'm up here. Okay. Me and him are having a war of knife-throwing attrition. I'd probably have an easier time from those rafters, but he'd probably have an easier time hitting me too. Lobu would be so proud of me for recognizing that very basic concept of war. Okay, that one doesn't let you fall on the rafters, but does this one? Yes, it does, as long as we don't fuck it up. So let's not fuck it up. In case we do fuck it up, let's preemptively make our sword real good. We fucked it up, but my sword's good! Ho-ho! Ha-ha! Foolish man, you've faced Knight Lee with his lightning sword. Ha-ha! Your beclawed ray-rays shall be of no avail to you, fiend. A sip is all I need to return myself to full strength. Thou art cheating if you hit me while I'm sipping. Oh, if I'd had just a tiny bit more stamina right there. Oh, God. Oh, God. Talk about a fucking combo. That's Chrono Trigger tech right there. Okay. Keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. Sip. Damn, the sip didn't go off quick enough. So, boys, what can you do? Alright, well, we know that shit won't help us. What's the best thing for this area? Those guys do a lot of bleed build up. We haven't got bled by them yet, but the only reason being we got killed too fucking quick. Okay. I don't feel like dealing with this crowd a second time, so we'll just take the ye old detour. Does anyone remember where the ye old detour is? Excuse me. You crowd, are you familiar with the ye old detour that they put in here so that you could bypass all this? That man's fighting the... Huh, that's why they were running from him earlier. Well, I got you. Oh, that's right, I forgot about y'all falling off the damn roof all the damn time. And you, guardian of the ladder. Son, he's up there on BattleNet and StarCraft, son, and you can't get past him. Because he's the guardian of the ladder. That noise you just heard of him charging that spell, I have a Pavlovian flash of the northern crater from Final Fantasy VII every time I hear it. So I go back and listen to it and see if you experience the same thing. You're like, oh, I don't care about Final Fantasy VII because I'm not a huge loser. Dumb shit. Well, there was one of you here that whole time and I didn't know to be angry at you. Ray tried to defend you. Once again, I don't even need that shit. Oh my god, he's following us through the rooftops. He's like, we'll chase him on the rooftops. We'll chase him on the beaches. Does anyone remember where the fucking thing I'm looking for is? I believe it's over here. Well, ain't you all just real coordinated with your hate magic? Okay, now that I had a moment to catch my breath. That's what we want right there. I suppose I could kill one of you. Oh, ain't he fucking employee of the month? Got lucky and knocked me down into this fucking pit of despair. A little bit more dashing. Hopefully, he can't climb a ladder. He might not be able to. Cool. I told you, son, if you can get up a ladder, you're always safe. There was the noise again, boys. I feel like I'm jumping from platform to platform. Climbing down the northern cave. Running away from Master Tomberries. Spoilers, you can morph them into a ribbon. But you'd probably want Yuffie's Conformer when you go to do it, because it's the only weapon that doesn't suffer a damage penalty when you use the morph materia. Okay, here's what I want to do. I want to fall down there and get my fucking bloodstain back. And then kill that crowd. Now that's a fucking plan right there, boys. I don't have any other buffs that would really help me against them, I don't think. Ah, we landed with such grace that time. Hey, idiot. Hey, idiot. Hey, idiot. As long as I get one of them with a plunging attack, I'm cool. The thing that killed us last time was this slight incline, or slight change of elevation that this stage provides. Made it where we couldn't escape our tormentors. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to open this fucking door and fight you outside like gentlemen. Catch me outside. How's about that? And I'm going to open this one too, so I ain't got to go through all that nonsense. Heroes always open shortcuts first. Oh no, Knight Lee was nothing inside the helmet, boys. His soul was bound to the suit of armor by his brother. Son, the Rising Dragon Shield Buster combo humbled that man. Now to go fight his boy, Elroy. Oh yeah, I remember you now. And now I'm going to kill you for it. Oh boy, my message got read at an appropriate time. R1 spam! Only the bravest knights use R1 spam! It's true. That's my alma mater of Night School. Alright. 1v1 me there, Rapier man. I bet some shield busters would humble that fucking man. He doesn't even have a shield. That doesn't matter. Yeah, we're both real fucking poised, aren't we? Oh! Dishonorable ranged combat. Rising Dragon! Shield bustering! Oh, I accidentally kicked instead of shield bustering. Was what caused our cool plan to fall apart at the last second. We'll go one more time just for y'all. Rising Dragon! Shield bust through! Shield... Oh, I ran out of FP. And stamina. How embarrassing. Ha ha! You didn't even touch me! Oh boy, what was that Way of White Corona? Boys, topical humor. I'm gonna say it's the Way of White Corona. Oh. Okay. See, we did a good job of returning my death and learning our lesson, son. It wasn't the gangly, bloodborne, knife hand, rapier knights at the end that we fought along the way. I fucking butchered that quote. Just write the fucking thing in your head. Wow, y'all sure did shock and surprise me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll never quite recover. One of them is like hid in the ground or the snow or something. Did you see that? Is that your secret? Are you the graboids from Tremors? Where the hell did that fucking thing go? Plunging dragons. We'll bring him up. Oh, you fell back down in there. How embarrassing. Well, what were y'all guarding? Nothing. But a good time. Alright, we've returned to peaceful snow. How do you think the snow... Are these snowflakes being, like, rendered in the environment? Or is just a filter that we're seeing? Captain Disillusion would be the only one who could answer that question. Oh, I forgot about y'all in between the recording sessions. I'm so glad that you moved ever so slightly as I approached and gave yourself away. Don't use your Superman breath. I think that's the one aspect of Superman that, like, perturbs me the most. Is his unnecessary ability to somehow breathe, like, sub-freezing air. Night ahead. Boys, yeah, he is. He's standing right here. Which of my messages got rated, by the way? It's like when your post gets likes. Time for giant, but try fire. Maybe, I'd like to think. Oh, it was my bonfire head where I point it down. I'd like to say it's one of y'all, but this episode's being recorded before the last one went live. What did you say? Point. Oh, he's letting us know that there's a shitty item over there. But part of Dark Souls is getting the shitty items. Your rustling fucking bitch hair gave you away, tree woman. Ain't never met a dryad that I couldn't fuck to death with a sword. I guess that was somewhat pointless. Big Axe Man, what do you have to say? Look, he fat taters rolled, son. I've never had the courage to play the game in Sack of Taters roll status. I need my mobility. Okay, so I guess there's a tough opponent in here that calls himself a knight. Natsuki Subaru's in here saying that being a knight is no big deal, so I'm going to have to beat the dog shit out of him, son. Finally, a ReZero reference where I'm not the Natsuki Subaru analog. Oh no, he's mad that I fucking broke this table. I heard the invasion noise, so he must be an NPC invader.
Every secret must be unearthed. Such is the conceit of the self-proclaimed seeker of truth.
Shut up! I want to put buffs on my sword and you won't shut up. Okay, he's basically Sans from Undertale, and he's like, you don't have to do everything in the game, stupid. I'm gonna rise a dragon, this dumbass. Oh no! How did he know? He's got some sort of black swath. Whoop! Rising dragon! Shield the bust through! Shield the bust through! Shield the bust through! Shield the bust through! It's about as many as I could get off. Are you fucking healing, bruh? In the middle of our fucking duel, bruh? That's fucking cringe, bruh. Yo, bruh. Is that like a fucking miracle, bruh? I thought we were cool, bruh. Oh no, he somehow was more powerful than the Rising Dragon with his slight poke. Shield buster, shield buster. I got enough SP for one last Rising Dragon, so we're gonna have to save it, boys. The Dark Hand! Ow. Why did that hit me? Now I'm mad. Oh, he's got to re-put that shit on his sword. You'll notice he had just enough time to immediately hit me anyway, even though he should have been punishable. Because Miyazaki loves the NPC invaders voice. Nothing gets him fucking harder than knowing that they're his self-insert OC. It's like when the Dungeon Masters in D&D. It's like, you leave the inn tavern and you meet a super cool guy with like a katana and black hair. And Stacy Oberman's his girlfriend. They're like, Stacy Oberman from Class. Is this guy you? And he's like, no. Shut up. Good. Good. I like this guy. I like your self-insert DM, son. At least he has the courage to put himself in the game. You're just a ye old right pain in the ass to deal with, aren't you, son? See, if I try to go at him, he's going to have poise that I don't get. Oh, wow, we actually staggered him. See, Miyazaki throws you one of those every now and then, so that way you can't bitch. No, you don't, you fucking... Really? If I were to cast a miracle and a gnat farted in fucking Bermuda, my character would stumble for 2 years and wake up in the future and not know who the hell he was anymore. But this motherfucker could get hit with Dio throwing a steamroller at him while he's casting a miracle, and he's like, whatever, I get to do it all day, baby. All day, every day. I want you to have some fucking stamina roll away from me, idiot. He's gonna fucking try and heal himself. Oh no, he actually came at me. Oh my god, I did not hit the fucking environment. Once again, to bring up Goblin Slayer, I'm like the poor asshole in the fucking first episode when they're fighting them goblins and his sword hits the center. Can you see the Miyazaki's jams keeping this man alive all day, every day? What is fucking happening? Why won't he die? The Miyazaki's edge. It's like I'm Azrael at the end of the fucking game. Whew. Jesus Christ. I'm not going to bow or anything, son. I'm still sat down. If I could take it out of you. Boys. Let's see what this helpful message has to say. Pointless to hit. Oh, that was you. Thanks, Amish man. Alright. We used up... Oh, I always think I'm going to take a sip and I throw a firebomb. But I won't turn the UI on all the time. The cinematic nature of this playthrough won't be compromised. Okay. Apparently this guy was just like the library cop, and he took his job real serious. Who's back here beating off behind this stack of books, son? Who found the uncensored Anne Frank's diary, son, and went to town? Boys, you were all bundled up. That guy was doing a good job of, like, LARPing being in this area, because it's real chilly. We've got, like, this little bit of a scarf thing. What would you call that, you old historians that watch this? Because, I mean, it's not like it could serve a practical purpose, right? Just to look cool. Oh, I want to pull that. But I gotta check all the dark crevices first. Okay, dark crevices secured. Well, does that lever just make a bunch of books fall? Oh no, it opened up the secret attic. Alright, he dropped that key, so I guess that's what stops you from just running past him like you want to. There's somebody like sitting on a table, son. Is that how they do things up in this country? Is that a Norse thing? It's like, come Johann, let us sit at the table and break bread and talk about the time that guy came into our woods like a huge shithill.
I believe I feel the scent of ash upon thee. Thou art the one of whom Uncle Gale spoke, the one to show me flame.
Oh, are you the lady that needs the fire that the guy at the church wouldn't fucking shut up about?
'Tis good. When this is done, may the door is open, thank.
Oh, did we already do it?
I promised Uncle.
Well, I guess we did a good job. You're welcome, m'lady. Oh no, I accidentally am rude every time. Is this a secret? Of course, contraption doesn't move. I bet there's some speedrunner tech where you like put the cat ring on and fall off of this and save and quit and cast Tears of Denial and all kinds of shit and you can get down there. You got any cool stuff in your library, lady? Is this one of those cool libraries? Do you rent PC games? Wow, way to tease the shit out of me. Fucking dangle that bonfire in front of me. Look, I solved your thing. Also, what kind of gated thing locks from outside? Were the people trapped in here with you? Alright. We've replenished. Alright, some more Norse fellas. Maybe I shouldn't bother them. Norse guys like to gang up on you, son. They never like to honorably 1v1. It's just like the Vikings. They'd all show up and roll all over your fucking fishing hamlet and talk mad shit afterwards at the mead hall. Do you just walk around with a mouthful of vodka waiting to spit it out on that torch? That's dedication. How long do you think you could keep an entire mouthful of vodka just sitting in your mouth? Alright. I thought an NPC had appeared next to the bonfire, but 'twas a ghost of a compatriot. Let's get us a nice pretty roof view of where we've come from and where we didst go. Where hast thou come from, Joe, son of Cotton Eye? Alright, there's some sort of cemetery over here. I think that's where that guy said the pointless item was. For a second, I thought there was like a secret platform we could fall on and find the best. The BFG 9000 would be down there. And the quad damage. Is there really nothing cool up here? I thought there was a door over there and you were about to watch me spend 25 minutes trying to jump up to that ledge. I like everybody's terracotta roof tiles. Okay, I think we have to go fight more of this burly indigenous northern folk. See, look, there's like 9 of those fucking guys. If I throw a firebomb, maybe only one of them will notice and he'll come running. Well, if I did a better fucking job of it than that. Okay, he noticed me is all I wanted. It was for Johan Senpai to notice me. Rising Dragon, shield a bust through every time. Wonder if you can get their set of armor. Not that we could wear it, but just to know that it's in the game would be kind of cool. Are y'all making these god-awful noises? Rising Dragon, boom boom. Rising Dragon, doo-doo. Well, you can't fight me in the library. It's against the rules. Lori Beth Denberg's going to be blowing the most air horns and shit. You kids remember who Lori Beth Denberg is. Okay. Now that we've taken the violence back outside the library. We ain't had nary reason to use one of them frosty moss clumps yet. That man hurled a spear from Hell's Heart. Boys, he's got to be mad that he missed me because of the slight height change, son. I'm telling you, all the bullshit the enemies get sometimes, every now and then, works in your favor, too. You just got to remember to be humble. I like that you picked a superior melee weapon, but I don't like that you're real bad with it. You're like a foot taller than me with a spear. How did you ever lose to me? Maybe it's because I'm running around in a full set of plate mail, somehow at a full Olympic sprint, and rolling around. Yeah, you crowd would have fucking loved for me to walk up that way, wouldn't you? Well, you're not getting what you want. Unless what you want is a quick death, son. Then I'd be more than happy to throw that shit to you. There he goes, using his fucking Kettle 1 breath technique. Hope, 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 hope. There's too many combo attacks. I'll never stop. Sip throwing is what we call that. Alright, Rising Dragon, Shield of Buster. Look at that. Look at that. You were the big man. Maybe he's just so alcoholic that his body naturally produces alcoholic vapors. Son, you couldn't get the sobriety test thing near him. The breathalyzer, that's what it's called. He's got some range on that fucking PK fire breath. Yoga Fire would have been the better reference, Ben. Although more kids probably know the Smash Brothers than even know the Street Fighters these days. Up, you had one chance. This is like if the white whale caught the spear in his teeth and just stabbed Ahab with it. It was like, good job, idiot. Wow, way to learn about the pointless nature of revenge, huh? It's almost like, you know, nature is not a thing you could fight against. Stupid. God. Ishmael, take this man, son, home, son, and put him to bed. I wanted him to have one chance to see the full form of the Rising Dragon before I killed him. That's why I did such a bad job of it. These guys aren't really bleeding me anymore like the other ones were. So, wasn't there one of these that gave us recover HP with successive attacks? Excuse me, I need to attack you successively. Oh wait, don't we have one that gives us FP back when we or HP back when we do criticals? We've been doing a lot of backstabs on these fucking punks. So that'll get us a little bit of HP, a little bit of spending HP, son. Be like, hey, Dollface, how about you and me go stepping, son? I've got like 690 HP burning a hole in my pocket. Oh, how much do we get back? Ooh, that's a respectable chunk. That's Chunk from the Goonies when he finally gets an office job. You can't be backstabbed because you stand next to a wall all fucking day. A man of the wall. Thank you. Oh, god damn the fucking lot of you working together. How dare you? How dare you use your advantage in numbers to fight me? So dishonor. Don't show them any of the boss fights I did where I had a summon phantom. Don't show them Salty Mage, or else I'll be quite the hypocrite. He had some sort of terrible running attack. No, stop! I couldn't backstab you because you're bad at not being standing back to me. Wow, we finally got a spoil. Yep. That was something alright. And then your saber dance was something else, boys. I tell you what. Yes, sir. Maybe we should be recovering FP. Because I just realized that's what we're low on. This way we won't have to use a blue sip. We can min-max our completely restorable item. How much do we get back for that? Once again, it's enough to rise in dragon, boys. Well, I remember when you only needed a quarter of the black bar to get you a rising dragon and a molded milkshake. And you could go see a movie picture with Clark Gable. So I couldn't backstab you because the two of you were doing this perfect pirouetted dance where I couldn't get behind either of you without the other one stabbing me directly in the dick. I'm tired of wanting to get backstabs. That ring, all it's done is brought me misfortune and woe. This is the ring we want. We just get HP from killing. The most knightly of rings, the one that steals our opponent's souls to heal our own body. There's nothing more chivalrous a concept. I don't like the way this area is laid out. It's laid out in a way that makes it feel like you're always missing something. That's what Miyazaki was going for. Oh no. The boys, the good boys are back in town. Either you're going to Awu. You're just going to fight me 1v1. Yeah, Ultra Instinct your ass down here, Goku. Boom, bop. Oh, I forgot with this ring you have to kill like several enemies and then it's like, I guess. Well, no, I guess it gives you just a little tiny bit of HP each time. I don't know how the rings in Dark Souls work, kids. Just as long as you know that, then it doesn't matter how much misinformation I spew. As long as I give you the blanket statement at the beginning that it's all horseshit. You gotta throw yourself off a cliff, bro? I wanted to see if he'll do it. I'm gonna kick a wolf off a cliff and be a hero. Oh no! He's one of them magic levitating wolves that I read about in the monster manual. Okay. Yeah. That's something, Miyazaki. Yes, sir. All of that just for him to do it himself. Look, we got an Estus back for that. All this, I guess if you come here as soon as you get to the cleansing chapel and can run past all the mobs, you can have you the most large Titanite. But by the time you would come here normally, you don't need that shit anymore. Well, we got an even more better torch. That's what they call it, the more betterer torch. I heard some sort of grunt. I thought maybe an ornery pig was coming. Son. And I've got a pocket full of truffles. There'd be no way to satiate him. Good job with your wolf ambush, dumb shit. Oh no, he had a Death Awu. Death Awu! I gotta workshop that. I think Death Awu... Nah, it wouldn't be an album. Well, no, the band is called Wolves Can't Fly. So I guess Death Awu would be an appropriate album name. Well, there you go, more Wolves Can't Fly lore. The wiki should be updating in real time. Someone program an AI that just views Tenfey videos and documents all instances of Wolves Can't Fly lore. I'm like the Ice King song. If we write all the Wolves Can't Fly lore down in a book, we can get that wizard to make it real, like his Fiona and Cake fan fiction. I didn't want to interrupt that anecdote, but just so you know, I was very startled because there was a very intimidating man around that corner. Alright, if I was going to fight an intimidating man, what would be the best way to go about it? That's good if we could go aboard him like Neckbones, but I feel like he's going to punish us for that. We could just race dexterity. Just do blanket more damage. Let's see, how much does this give us? 3, and this gives us 5. But this obscures rolling, so we go, hoo-hoo, ha-ha. An intimidating man would never expect a knight to come rolling at him in such a ghostly manner. Which is also the place where my Scooby-Doo fanfiction takes place. Here I come, boys! What the hell happened? I guess his arrow, like, exploded at point blank as I was fighting him. Well, he's like those things that try to stop you from getting in the Forest Temple in Ocarina of Time. I just realized he's a Nordic frost giant. Of course, it's so obvious. Here I am walking around a fjord like I'm not going to run into a ye old Nordic frost giant, son. It's my own damn fault when you think about it. My rolling is quite obscured, though, so he'll never anticipate it. As if that does anything to the fucking AI in this game. He's got a little bit of AoE earth shock damage when he swings that fucking mighty club. What am I ye old hung on? A fucking rock. I'll battle to a frost giant. Even if I did body him. Not even a lousy fucking chunk for killing a frost giant. Okay, that ring was unimpressive. This might stagger people more. This playthrough is just a lot of me changing my one ring slot. My one ring slot is like the item slot in Link to the Past. I'm just constantly pausing and the menu goes whoop, and then I pick a different ring and it goes whoop, and goes down. I'm telling you, that's the sound the Link to the Past menu makes. Boys, there's nothing but bad times down that icy cliff. So we won't be going down there just today. Was all of that just to get that fucking hammer? No. Oh no, there's more of you. I thought maybe this area was like only permitted for one frost giant. Oh no, they blow up, I forgot. He's a ye old Rambo frost giant with exploding arrows. Alright. Let's pull one of you, since even frost giants can't fight honorably. I wonder if fire hurts them more than electricity. Fire hurts frost giants the most. Go into the woods. My god, even when you block their attacks, it don't matter much. I doubt you could backstab one of these big motherfuckers, but I'd be worth trying. Of course, are they any bigger than those Okay, I was going to say, are they any bigger than those knight dudes that we fought in the cathedral and Drangleic Castle? I'd say fire is more effective. Friday the 13th on NES was right. Fire does hurt frost giants the most. Gonna run over to you, get a backstab. No, I'm not. Oh, I wanted to backstab you off the cliff and just be the coolest guy in all the fjords. All those shield maidens and Valkyries will come running. I see you're doing all kinds of crazy fucking Tekken moves and Soul Calibur techniques, but to no avail. His greatest ally is the fact that Miyazaki programmed the camera to love the clip inside the wall. It's his favorite fucking thing. The camera is just an AI that's hopelessly addicted to fucking you over. I guess this is what the kids call good combat. Being a salty Dark Souls YouTuber, son. Is there anything finer in life? Get that fucking shield bastard out of my fucking face. God damn. You're fucking pissing me off. Okay, buddy. Oh, good lord. Yeah, he got fucking DMC air juggled. I like your antler helmet. It was Louis senpai, son. And this was one of them cone-headed mans. Oh, there he goes. But for the grace of God. But for the grace of Odin, go I. Once again, rewarded with just the most valuable fucking possible items. A secret crevice. What tomfoolery and gaiety goes on in here? Lots of bugs, I see. I say. Gonna run and do an R2. Kill him with the plunging dragon. This crowd never anticipated the plunging dragon, boys. Never. It's just, it's a technique. That's the reason I never use it. It's so when I do, my foes, well, never mind, it's dead to me because it jumps you right into this shit. Oh no, I've got gangle leeches all over me. Gangle leeches. Eat a red moss clump. Gangle leeches can't hurt you. Okay. Yeah, you're real fucking slick, boys. Get smoked. Whew, I thought he had me for a second. I was already revving up my vocal cords to throw a big fucking tantrum. But then he didn't get me. Okay. If that's how you want to fight me, that is how we will fight. You could spit your fucking maggots and I'll throw fire bombs. Yeah, look at that. One of us won in that. Wow, they drop human pine resin. I used some of that against the Nameless King. It makes your sword purple. Gargle noises emanate from all possible directions. Obvious exits are north, west, and Ganglefly. Is this an illusionary wall? Hidden path. Illusion. Hidden path. Oh, you're all getting upvoted. Son, it's like I'm Sam Porter Bridges. That's the name of Norman Reedus' character in Death Stranded. Well, that just looks like a real inviting, pleasant place to go. So let's do it. Trying to get the camera to show me the horse shit. This place just gets more and more grody the deeper you go. They seem to hate fire. So maybe I should be using the fiery enchant, but the lightning enchant looks so much cooler. Lightning dragon, yeah. My phone is ringing. It's not even a bleep and a bloop. And it's distracted me so much. But you can't park the Paul's Dark Souls. It's a fucking spam call anyway. Oh no, I was looking down at the phone. Trying to be responsible. Red moss clump, save me. Ooh. There we go. That's how you do it. I guess, once again, change your ring. Well, I seem to be needing these more than ever. It's one of the few times you can actually get a use out of these fucking things in a Souls game. Can you imagine? It took the penultimate DLC of the whole fucking series for them to give you a reason to actually use blood red moss clumps. Alright. We'll be fiery boys this time. God! He dodged over it so perfect! Fuck you, fuck you. So blood red. It's like blood sausage. I like to think that's what blood red moss clumps taste like. Alright, we should be able to plunge in dragon at least one of these fucking things. Ooh! Ah! Roll away, roll away. Come roll away, come roll away, come roll away with me. Oh, landed a bit short, didn't we? Alright. I just realized running up and doing these plunging dragons is the exact same energy as Sebastian using the Predator technique in Evil Within 2 TMVA. Which I don't even have to make a joke about whether or not you're watching, because once again, you're a Tenfey true believer. So I know I can count on you. I want to put fire on my sword, but I want to also not get maggots spewed all over me. I've only got one moss clump left. Ooh. Oh no! Joseph for Joestar, son, save me. I just realized that we kept this torch the whole fucking game and even upgraded it. Oh yeah, we were going to max this torch out. It's a good thing I kept them Titanite slabs. I sold all my chunks, but I assume we'll come across some more. Remember, kids, the torch is a tool and does not count as equipment in the rules of standard issue that I made up, apparently. Does anyone else even do standard issue playthroughs? I know some of you all that watch me have said you've done them before. And it's real cool. And I wish you'd made it a cool YouTube video I could watch and leave a nice comment for. Ooh! Just running up and slashing them's not enough, son. If it's not one of our Shin Ryu techniques, that's what they're called. That's what the sword style Knight Lee uses is called, by the way, Shin Ryu. God, he's such a weeb. That's my favorite running narrative of this playthrough, is all the secret ways Knight Lee is a weeb. No, that's not fair. I was stabbing the other guy. You're both cheating. See, that was the thing I prepared earlier. The tantrum I prepared earlier. I'm saving this in case we're in the midst of combat and I don't have the wherewithal to pull that torch out. We'll have us one last moss clump to bite. You think the... Oh, look at that. All this good shit up there. And a guy up there. Surprised I don't have a handy phantom nearby warning me about it. Plunging Dragonoo! I need to find a ye old bush to go hide in, just like Sebastian. You're sitting there tolerating this playthrough and you're like, if he makes up another fucking Khajiit OC for this character, I'm fucking unsubscribing. Joke's on you. All of my Dark Souls characters have secret Khajiit OC, son. You didn't realize it. I usually don't talk about it. Ha ha! Well, he didn't even give a shit. Oh no, he gave a shit and was secretly building up maggot vomit. Maggot vomit! Torch. Untorch. Okay. Ooh! Ah! Oh! Not some bad ye old combat down here. I like to think y'all are getting some kind of entertainment value out of this. And aren't just watching it, ironically. Wilhelm. What the hell is that? I need a Wilhelm Freely. Is there a Wilhelm Freely in here? Does a plunging dragon without the sword enchantment kill them? It does. But, you know, it also kills us inside because we're not being super cool guys.
As ashes will be, ever seeking fire.
Well, I didn't expect an advanced lore cutscene when I turned this little thing here. So I guess this area is only optional if you don't want to fight the boss. I assume that lady was the boss. I assume that lady was Tony Danza. I guess this is just where they throw all the dead bodies, like Alice's restaurant. Cool. Son, we're moonlighting as a ye old exterminator. Boys, if I hired an exterminator and a man in full plate mail with a flaming longsword showed up, I'd be like, God damn. I don't even care that he burned half the apartment down. I was a fool. But luckily, I was only a little bit of a fool. Oh no! How many? Oh, those were those guys I saw earlier from the roof. Ranged battle. Oh. Yeah, I guess we could have sat up here and picked some of them off if we wanted to be fucking punk bitches. I can't applaud that man's message. Alright, buddy. How'd things go for you? Rolling around. He tried to escape. Is that the guy we saw earlier who was all bundled up? Son, he made it all the way down here. I like that we're getting to follow all these people's progress through the level, son. Nobody's allowed to look at my bloodstain back there in that little church where those two guys had their way with me. In my defense, it was a dishonorable horseshit. Get a little bit of ye old mist in here. Alright, there's one of you. Which means there's got to be like 14 more of you hitting the fucking ceiling. If you see one ganglefly, that means there's 12 you're not seeing. The government engineered gangleflies to hide in the basements of our churches and eat the corpses that get thrown down by there. It's my weird. Figured I'd give you a little Del Gribble right there in the middle. I'd say at least cursory knowledge of King of the Hill is a requirement, like a Tenfey required reading, but you ain't got to watch the whole series. Just as long as you're familiar with the characters and their tropes. What could be behind this ye old double door? Ye old French doors. Oh. Huh. Well, there you are. We talked to you, or we didn't talk to you. I saw you in a cutscene. Restored. What do you got to say for yourself? Doll face.
Welcome to the painted world of Ariandel. I am Frida. I have long stood, but forlorn, thou ashen one. I know, but thy duty is return from when I presume it visible to thee, a meek and faded thing.
Boy, she's just telling us to warp out. Also, I guess it's Frida. It's a fun name to say.
Yes. There is a thing. Ours is a chance, and let this be a remembrance.
Ooh.
Return thou's to place in that world.
Son, a chill resistance ring. If we go back out into the frosty moor, we'll be ready.
Be forewarned, should this world, even then, would Ariandel leave us be, as Sweeple thought of us.
So it's kind of like how the fluffy-tailed lady from the first game, Priscilla, tries to get you out of there. Slave Knight Gale. He'll be summoned. I guess it means he'll be summoned when we go to fight the boss. Isn't he the guy that brought us here? How about you? Swag. I like this guy's. I like the cut of his jib, son. But if I can't summon a fan the first time I fight a boss, boys, you crowd a riot. Son, I'll be protesting in the streets for days. Ladder ahead. Oh, he's not lying. Get you some nice cheesecake shots, some Nightleaf's chainmail ass going up the ladder. Well, look at this little feller sitting up here on the stall.
Thou art Ash. Thou hast a pact made with Uncle Gale, so I wish to tell thee all. Behold its size. It's to be a cold, but first, I'm...
Flame? Boys, if only I was a pyromancer, son. We'd get this over with so quick. Is this the same person that was sitting on that table earlier? They seem similar.
I wish to paint a picture of a cold one day. That's why I must see...
There's also a bonfire downstairs, I'm just saying. There's a torch. There's a lantern right here. It's got a fire in it. Do you know what flame is? This poor kid. Guess that's what happens when you get raised in an attic. Even if you are some sort of auteur, artiste. Frank. Son. He's a fancy fella. I guess that's Ornstein's set he's wearing. But with a sword and shield. Talk about undedicated. Is that Ornstein's set? It's got the plume, but the helmet looks different. I don't know. Okay. I recognize this room. There's some sort of ye old boss fight. Uri ahead. Okay, let's go back to Firelink's Shrine and gird our loins before we deal with this crowd. How's that sound, y'all?